Why, hello everybody. I'm sitting down here to talk to you today about something called Cardano. Go ahead and smash like and subscribe, then we can go ahead and continue with the video. I'll wait. Have you done it? Have you smashed that like button? All right. So I get this question all the time, and I want to preface this with I am not a financial advisor. I don't have any licenses or anything like that, so go ahead and do your own research. Don't buy this just because I buy it, right? Don't do what I say, just research it. This is just for educational purposes, all right? Cardano is fantastic, in my opinion. It is a proof-of-stake crypto coin that is very much similar to Ethereum. So a lot of people know the big two. They know about Ethereum and they know about Bitcoin, but what on earth is Cardano and why is it so important? From an investment standpoint, Cardano is pretty interesting because it does a lot of the things that Ethereum is trying to do while simultaneously only being 1/5 the price. So if it can somehow best Ethereum in the market or even rise to achieve the same station as Ethereum, then it's going to probably about 5x in value from where it's at right now. The market cap is sitting at around $50 billion, while Ethereum, doing the same stuff, is over about $250 billion at the time of recording this video. So there's a lot of room for Cardano to grow. And one of the coolest things about Cardano is it's doing it. It's happening right now. This video is very time sensitive because Cardano is about to blast off. Not necessarily from a price standpoint, but from a utility standpoint, because smart contracts are coming. You might be thinking to yourself, Kyle, what are any of the words that you just said? What is proof of stake? What is a smart contract? I don't understand. I just want to YOLO tendies and I want to make a bunch of money. What are these words? Well, let me tell you what these words are, because these words are going to be incredibly important in the next 10, 20 years when this stuff becomes more mainstream. If you're watching this video right now, you're one of the few people who've actually decided to learn what crypto is, and you're in a fantastic spot if you're buying it now. A lot of people think, well, the bull run's over, people already invested. The number of people who actually own cryptocurrency is staggeringly low. If you're in this video space, if you're watching some of these videos, it might feel like, oh, you've missed the boat, but the average person on the street has no idea what any of this stuff is. So you're still in a good spot. And we're just getting started. So what is proof of stake? It's the first topic. You need to understand fundamentally what this stuff is. So proof of work is the consensus mechanism for Bitcoin. You turn your computer on, and this is where a lot of the environmental concerns come from. You turn your computer on, you turn on your ASIC miner or your GPU, your graphics processing unit, in your computer if you're mining Ethereum, and it runs and it does this algorithm, this hashing algorithm, to try to find the next hash. And when you do that for verifying a block in a ledger, you are rewarded with some number of tokens for completing that hash. And the person who completes the hash is random, someone in the mining pool. And when you go ahead and you join a mining pool, you can get a fraction of those rewards. That's how proof of work works. So energy goes in, currency comes out. And in a way, Bitcoin's price can be looked at as a spot price on the current electricity costs in the world. Now, proof of stake is completely different. And this is what makes it 10,000 times more energy efficient than proof of work. Because a whole bunch of very smart computer scientists did a lot of legwork to figure out, okay, how do we achieve the same security level as proof of work without having to spend all of that energy? So they got together a couple of pools that will do the consensus algorithm, that'll confirm the hashes and do what it needs to do. And instead of taking energy, these proof of stake pools take their own currency. Think about the Ouroboros, the serpent in mythology that eats its own tail. And that's what's happening with proof of stake. So the more currency that goes into these pools that is staked and locked up, illiquid, completely frozen, is going to sit there and verify the security of the network. It uses itself. It's self-generative. And it's going to produce more currency. So, and that currency is handed out as rewards to the people who have staked their currency. Right now, if you were to stake your Cardano, you would make about 4.86% annualized return paid to you in Cardano. And you might be thinking, well, how does that not lead to infinite inflation? And it's because of burn mechanisms. So again, more math, more papers. If you want to go ahead and research Cardano, Cardano has done an amazing job highlighting the papers and the research behind this stuff. So if you do want to dig knee deep into that, you can. We don't have enough time for it here in the YouTube video, or I could make a string of videos about it. If you're interested, go ahead and leave a comment below if that's something you'd be interested in. But basically, currency goes into these staking pools. More currency is generated by these staking pools. Transactions occur on the network. Currency is burned out of existence at a similar rate to the rate at which it's being returned to its users. So right now, we're going up to the maximum supply of Cardano and Ethereum, and there's a theoretical limit. In the case of Cardano, it's about 40 billion. So if there's 40 billion Cardano floating around, we're going to get to a point where it stagnates mathematically. And you won't be able to have much more than 40 billion Cardano ever in existence. And Ethereum 2.0 is going to approach a similar point. So that's what proof of stake is. And you're going to get paid rewards. You're like, rewards are cool. Passive income is awesome. I'm sure you've heard of it. So go ahead and buy some Cardano and then put it on a Daedalus wallet or an IOHK wallet, and or Celsius, it's called. Stake it, receive those awards, and you're going to be doing a public service because you're verifying the security of the network at the same time. That's awesome. If that's something that you're interested, go ahead and research it for yourself. Now, the second thing that I want to touch on is smart contracts. Why are those important? Well, smart contracts are kind of the express code is law way of ensuring financial services take place. So if I have a smart contract with you for a loan, let's say I want 10,000 Cardano today so that I can build my business, and I will pay you interest on that loan over the next couple of years. Kind of like a student loan or a car loan or a house loan. In today's society, we use banks as middlemen to verify the integrity of these loans, and you require some level of trust, a credit score or something like that. You need to be able to trust your bank. If somebody popped up a bank in your neighbor's yard, you're not going to trust that guy over Bank of America. You're going to go with Bank of America every time because this guy is an unknown quantity. He's a weird third party, weird little guy in his garage. I'm not going to give him all my money or trust him with my down payment or anything like that, because I need to trust this bank, this centralized entity who's going to make sure the loan goes smoothly. Now, what smart contracts do is they leverage blockchain technology to remove the need for trust. So that means that we can recreate entire financial services, all of them, and put them in these little bubbles that exist on the blockchain, and they'll just function. They'll just function, and you put input in, you get output out. And it works every time. So long as the code has been tested before it's deployed, it doesn't break. And that's some more computer science stuff. The way that the smart contracts are written in Cardano is using a language called Plutus, which is built on a language called Haskell, which is a functional programming language. These generally don't break at runtime. So they're very, very strong from a Turing standpoint. You know, it's just going to work. Smart contracts are awesome that way. And we can do all sorts of things with them. We can even get outside of the finance space with these. They're going to revolutionize the world. We can start verifying things like human identity in places like Uganda, where it's very difficult to get a license and prove who you are. We're going to connect countries or continents like Africa to the global ecosystem and bank people who have never had a bank before. That's staggering. That's incredible. And that is the prime focus of Cardano. They want to bank the unbanked. IOHK has done plenty of deals with African countries to try to ensure that these people get plugged into the global ecosystem and these people have a chance at a future. Imagine being somebody in Nigeria who's unable to get a loan because your banking system doesn't exist, or a new regime has taken over and made it impossible for your money to have value. Your savings account just disappears like that to rapid inflation, like somewhere in Venezuela. Imagine having a currency that ensures that these people will never experience that. And somebody on the other side of the planet can receive a loan from somebody like me and be able to build their business and have a better future. This is what Cardano focuses on. Ethereum, on the other hand, is a move fast and break things kind of Silicon Valley mindset. They don't take their time. They go ahead and push out updates to their ecosystem as fast as they can to try to innovate as fast as they can. And it's been working, kind of, but it's starting to show some flaws. It is impossible. I cannot stress this enough. It is impossible on Ethereum for the little guy to use it as a primary mode of economic transfer because the gas fees are ridiculous. This is why they're moving over to Ethereum 2.0 and getting rid of the old system, because it is ridiculously expensive to send and receive money on their system, on their platform. The measures that they've taken to move over to Ethereum 2.0 aren't necessarily going to work. It might be just as bad as it is now. Cardano has taken the time, taken the patience to ensure that their system functions. Right now, if I wanted to send a smart contract from where I'm at to anywhere in the world, if I wanted to mint one and do something with it, it would cost me about $50 on the Ethereum network. That is insane. $50 to create a contract that might only be worth $1. Now, if we move over to Cardano, on the other hand, when smart contracts are released, sometime at the end of this month, August 2021, the contract is only going to cost about 0.18 Cardano, which at the time of recording is only about 30 cents. That's silly. The difference between those two systems is absolutely ridiculous. You might be thinking, why is there any fee at all? There's always a fee. All transactions cost something. At least the transaction for a cryptocurrency is upfront. So Cardano is, in my opinion, going to completely destroy other cryptocurrencies in the space, like Cardano, or like Ethereum. It's not comparable to Bitcoin because it is productive. Smart contracts are inherently productive. Look at it kind of like you would a business. And which means that Bitcoin and Cardano could definitely exist simultaneously because they do different things. Bitcoin wants to be gold, while Cardano kind of wants to be the Apple Play Store in this analogy. I would love to invest in the Apple Play Store. All of the apps that are going to come out on that Play Store have yet to be made. You know, they're still on their way. You can get in on the ground floor right now, and then eventually when those apps come, you don't have to gamble on the apps themselves because you can just buy the Play Store. You can buy the native token, Cardano, and just wait. Just wait for success to come. And that's why I think that it's definitely worth a look. Definitely consider adding some Cardano to your portfolio if you haven't already. Consider it. Don't just do it because I said so. Consider it. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. That's all. Go ahead and click like and subscribe in the video below. Leave me some comments if I missed anything about Cardano. And if you're interested in more videos like this, let me know. Have a good one, guys.